Hey y'all, welcome to the Hey Coworker Podcast. Some of your favorite not safe for work coworkers. I am RJ, the friendly neighborhood Dom, and this is
Tabitha,
aka
Big Rox,
not the little one.
Never the little one.
And we are your favorite not safe for work coworkers. Some of you, the best coworkers in the world. Thank y'all for being here another week when you could have been anywhere, but you decided to be right here, liking, sharing, subscribing, leaving comments with timestamps, and we greatly appreciate it. How are you, friend?
I just got sleepy. I think we just took a little break.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna wake back up. It just was quiet for a while.
Yeah, that happens. You get out of mode.
Mm-hmm.
So we are doing a specific kind of episode today. We had a bunch of questions that we have not been getting to, so we was like, let's just do maybe, but we don't know how many of them we're gonna get through, just because
They tend to be
sometimes they throw us on tangents, but we'll see, right? Okay, so there was this question that I saw on somebody's TikTok, and I immediately went to the comments because, as you know, they're some of the funniest things ever. And it said, "Ladies, what's one thing you said to destroy that man's confidence?" He replied to my text message with, "I'm not reading all that. I said, you won't or can't. Sidebar." He didn't finish high school.
Well, to be fair, you don't need to finish high school to be able to read. They
Not
start teaching
necessarily.
that shit pretty early.
But yeah, but I mean, if she know her man, I guess. Ladies, what's one thing you said to destroy a man's confidence? You not cute enough to behave the way you do. I feel like that's a statement that could be said regardless of gender, and it would destroy someone's confidence. Have you ever wanted to say that to somebody?
Not in those words.
Okay.
But yeah. But I also don't play like that.
Play like what?
Who you talking to? Oh. Like genuine confusion.
Fair.
But like I told somebody in your comments, I am vain as hell. I don't date niggas that not every nigga that I like. One, I gotta think he fine. Two, other people gotta think he fine. Three, he gotta know he fine. Those are my
which is why when you made that joke that you made, it was funny to me because I know
that's not my
type of men that you yeah.
Because it was a couple of people like, oh, she's talking from experience. One, there's not
that would never.
But there's nothing wrong with that experience because that doesn't mean you did anything wrong. Like if he switched up on you, like if I were speaking from experience, the experience would be I told a man that he is now finer than he was when we met and he left. That's not a bad thing on me, but it's not my experience just because I don't date niggas that.
Yeah, don't nobody else want. That's tough. Ladies, what's one thing you said to destroy that man's confidence? You're the common denominator in every bad situation you've been in. Yeah. Told him I ain't arguing with no one whose hair trying to leave him too. Good day. I said goodbye. I said good day. So we've talked. Is there anything that you've ever wanted to ask in the group chat? That's actually a question that we did that I did, but like that question specifically brings to mind. I want to ask sometimes if there's ever a point that your barber just be like, "Hey, bro, let's have a real conversation about where we go from here," because you're holding on, and I don't know what to.
Yeah, hopes
and dreams,
and those are thin.
I'm like, I wonder if that's ever like, if me and my barber will ever get to that point where he's just like, hey.
I had something to do and Vet was accompanying me. He didn't have a haircut. So you know what he did? He went in the bathroom and shaved his head. He didn't, just went in the bathroom, cut it all off, shaved it. It's grown out now. It's growing back now. This was just before we went to Dallas a couple of weeks ago.
He got facial hair.
Yes.
So he does the baldy with the facial hair, and it still works. And it's like, oh, it's a choice.
It's a choice. And it grew right back.
Yeah.
It's just hair.
That's also that like prior service military. Like,
he know what he said this was his first time seeing himself bald with a beard. Because he's had to shave all of his facial hair before, or hair and facial hair.
Do you like the baldy and the beard look?
He said he did not. But here's the thing, y'all know how I am. It takes 2 hours for me to get used to something, and I don't remember what you look like before. I don't even remember him with hair. So you were just like, whatever. No. When he first came out, I was like, oh, okay, that's different. And then like a few hours later, I forgot what he looked like with hair. I was telling Tiana the same thing. We have a mutual friend named Tiana. She changes her hair a lot.
All the time.
She changes her hair a lot. So recently she got a platinum blonde taper. Like it's like low because she wear a do-rag to sleep. Like it's not a pixie, it's a taper. Like low cut. Okay. And I seen her for the first time on her birthday last week. For the first time in person. And I was like, yeah, girl, I don't even remember what you look like with hair. I don't even know what color your hair was before this. Like we've been sitting here. We went to lunch. From the start of that lunch to the end of that lunch, I had successfully forgotten what she looked like before she cut her hair.
That's so real.
So you can't like. I am the friend that's like I will tell you if I think something don't fit, but for the most part, I done got used to it. I forgot what you look like. I could come here next week and you could have braids. And I would be like, when you grew your hair out, I must have not been paying attention. And then by the end of the episode, you've been having braids for as long as I've known you. As far as I'm concerned, there was never a time you didn't have braids.
The only time it'll mess up is when I post old clips and you're like, wait, okay.
None of my business. I don't know what that's about.
I don't know what's happening. Oh, wow. Ladies, what's one thing you said to destroy that man's confidence? I'm banned from Hinge from bullying. That's all they said. That's crazy. As a man, I can say almost every single last one of these comments would devastate me to my core. That's so fair and so real because that's the same. Absolutely same. Yeah. Ladies, what's one thing you said to destroy that man's confidence? He would talk about my weight, but he struggled to read. I told him I'll lose 100 pounds before he reads 100 pages. Yeah,
and actually read them too. Tell me what they were about.
Yeah, write a paper. Let's see if you can read for comprehension.
I don't even need you to be able to write. Just tell me what. Summarize it for me.
Read for comprehension. Yeah. Remember when we used to have comprehension tests? I don't know if that's still a thing that like is happening now, like where they want you to see if you understand the thing that you just read. Yeah. Tell me about what you just read.
Yeah, I that's one of my go-to insults on the internet is look like talking about people's very, very poor comprehension skills. Very poor comprehension skills.
It's astounding.
So loud.
And so wrong. It's just how could you possibly? Why was that the thing that you? Because there were options, and you said, "I'm just disappointed." At a certain point, I'm like, I'm confused and disappointed, and I want everybody to make better decisions.
Yeah. Oh, you know what? There was something I wanted to say on the last episode that I didn't say. Should I say it now?
Sure.
Okay. I had wanted to make a video about this, but it feels a little weird making a video about it. So I'm just going to talk about it here. I already sent you a draft of the video.
Oh, yeah.
So we posted the clip. We posted a clip from the podcast where RJ said, how do you tell your late bloomer boyfriend that he's fine now? Or that he looks better now? And I went on this long rant about you don't do that. That's dumb. You don't. Yeah. And I thought it was very clear that I was joking.
Yeah.
Even though I stand on what I said, it was hyperbole. I don't expect for anybody to actually be going in and pushing their boyfriend's hairlines back in the middle of the night while he's asleep. Like it's jokes, but it's rooted in truth or whatever the case. And I did see some pretty very disheartening comments in there because the women saying stuff like, Since when is it our job to nurture your self-esteem? I'm not your mama.
It's that they're being weird, but then there's also the dudes that can't take it. Or saying
I'm not talking about the dudes because that is to be expected. I don't give a fuck at the end of the day.
I finally did see one dude that I was like, oh, I could have seen this happening to you. Where like it was like, oh, you actually did have a glow up. I see. Like you're actually attractive now, my boy.
There was that one guy.
That
both of us was going back and forth with, or having, it wasn't an argument or anything, but having this little discourse with, and he says this has happened to me, and I'm like,
it can't have.
Is this post
specific thing?
This is post glow up. Yikes. And he said something about you're defensive because I clapped back. I said, is that what you think you did? You think you clapped back at any point during this? Anywho, I specifically wanted to talk about those comments from those women because I do understand that there is a lot of trash out here. A lot of people have been hurt. Dating is not a very fun experience for a lot of people, right? But a lot of times, certain comments, if you're single, making certain comments, that really bothers me because you are already anticipating not wanting to meet the needs of your imaginary boyfriend. You don't even have a man yet or at this time, and you're already imagining a time where he's feeling down on his self-esteem and you not wanting to help him or not wanting to build him up or be able to hype him up. Like I said, the type of men that I date, they all know they fine. So that particular, I don't really have nothing for that. But I do absolutely feel like it is my job to make sure that my man knows he's fine. Regardless if he needs to know that on his own, but it is still my job to hype him up. It is still my job to encourage him. If we all have bad days, we all have days where we don't feel our best. If my man were to walk out and it was like, man, he actually did come out, he didn't like his hair. After he shaved his hair, he was like, I was like, no, I think it looks nice. Like, I'm not, like, in being honest with him, I said, I prefer you with a haircut, like a nice low haircut, but I would prefer this over no haircut any day. Like if you can't go get a haircut and we got something to do, this looks nice. Like it's still my job. He just made a big change.
Yeah. To help him feel secure.
To help him be able to get through his day without being self-conscious and make sure he knows that he's still like attractive. And like, that is actually my job.
It's part of the thing that it's like, y'all should date people that y'all like. Because some of the things that you're talking about, even in your imagination, you don't sound like you like this person.
I think that's what I said in the video. I was like, damn, do you want to do anything for him? You can't even hype him up a little bit. You can't even like I understand. I think one of the reasons it was hard for me to post is because it goes in direct contradiction to what the video was saying. And I'm standing on both. But another thing, I've made this video several times and never posted it. But I don't know. It's just you gotta want to do something.
Yeah,
and I feel like that's pretty. Are you attracted to him or not? And if so, just tell him.
It's there is a specific demographic of people that. Okay, let me talk about me. I am someone who needs male validation. Mm-hmm. I'm not like overly attached to it, but like it is a thing that I need as a human being. Mm-hmm. It is a thing that helps. I am of course particular about who I want that validation from. Mm-hmm. But because I'm particular about who I get that validation from, it separates me from like certain types of men that like probably would give me validation. Mm-hmm. But I can't get it from them because you believe weird shit. Right. I feel like the same is true of women, and with some of the women that dislike men to a point that they just view men as not necessary at all whatsoever. And it just gets like, you're being weird, and it makes me feel like you think I'm one of the good ones, and so I'm not affected by the same type of things that they are affected by, and I am. I've just chosen to deal with them in a very different way, in a way that allows me to have community. But we still have some of the same issues. Like they didn't go away because I agree with the fact that you should be treated like a human being, and I treat you as such. Like that, my struggles didn't stop happening.
Yeah. Yeah. I mentioned that if you are done with men, then fine.
Yeah.
I understand the mindset. But if you're not, and you know that ultimately at the end of the day you want to be married or in a relationship with a man, walking around now saying I'm not your mama, it's not my job to help you with your self-esteem, it's crazy. It's not. And if you are not done being toxic yet, that's fair.
Yeah, if you still want to be out here and you still want to do
it's fuck these niggas, fuck men, and you know I'm going to let that ride. I'm going to get all that out of my system, and then I'm going to go and I'm going to find me a man to be happy. Okay.
And hopefully you don't do too much damage to yourself or anybody else in the meantime.
But it's hard to not get jaded. Especially when you saying stuff like that. Especially because the video wasn't even about him having low self-esteem. The video was just about he done lost some weight. He done got in the gym. We done got a little bit of money. So he's taking care of himself, and he just does not realize the transformation. That does not mean his self-esteem was ever low. Nobody even said that. Started using some of your skincare products.
Yeah.
And he just doesn't know the commodity that he is now. Or not saying that, like, okay, let's say you consider yourself a nerd.
Yeah.
Okay. Nerds have not always been in. No. Right? So let's say you started dating little one. Nerds are not in. Right, but she like you. She don't give a fuck about this. She like you, and then all of a sudden a movie comes out, and somebody who has a lot of your same characteristics or whatever is in this movie, and now he's a heartthrob, and you don't know that you just overnight became somebody that people want now because you are this. You just didn't know. That does not mean that your self-esteem is low. You just came in, or you just grew into something, or something about you is popular right now. We talking about what other people see. You fine now, or you. Whatever. That doesn't mean that your self-esteem was low. Yeah,
like it's like anime nerds are now getting like clout for being attractive. Some of us are weird looking, but what I want to say is, and we've discussed this before. Anytime you make your personality too much about one thing, you become a fucking loser. Mm-hmm. So as I am an anime nerd, I am also a motherfucker who likes the gym. I am also a motherfucker who's into BDSM. I am also a motherfucker who's into poetry and does podcasts and is an internet person and kind of like participates in what's going on there. And then I have a bunch of different things to me that allow me to go out and have a life that is worth making content about, because I'm not just making content about content. Mm-hmm. I'm talking to you about like lived experiences, right, and it's the thing that makes anybody's content good. It's what is your perspective on this, and what is your background that informs that perspective. Mm-hmm. And so because I feel like I have a slightly unique one, sometimes I feel like everybody else doesn't. I feel like I don't need to share that with y'all. Like I'm not adding that. That's the main. Some of the thing that's difficult about making content is I don't want to repeat the same thing everybody else done already said.
But they don't give a fuck.
I don't feel the need to add to the conversation in that way. Also, I be wanting, and I've tried to make this video several times, and I'm gonna have this conversation with you. A lot of content creators have been coming out and saying just post the content. Sometimes I feel like we know enough about each other, and y'all should stop. I feel like maybe you should put it in a draft and then like send it to one of your homeboys and be like, should I post this before? Because you tell us things that, again, no one should be able to torture out of you. Yeah. And you think that you're going to like become this influencer, and I want to be like, and when I started, I was saying I wanted to be like your cousin who's like, hey bro, you've been on SoundCloud for a long time and you ain't made it yet. But in real life, I want to be like your cousin who knows that you're in college at a D3 school and you don't really get no burn over there, but you talking about you gonna play basketball in the league, and I'm like, hey buddy, you're a junior.
It's almost up.
At a D3 school, and your years of eligibility are for the most part over, and you don't even get no burn over here. Yeah. They got the non-athletic white boy that can shoot starting over you.
Remember Bow Wow thought he was going to the NBA?
That is not a thing.
Bow
Did
Wow
he really?
Well, apparently.
I thought it was Romeo.
Both.
Romeo played at USC, right?
I believe so. But Bow Wow thought, like, Bow Wow was like, if this rap shit don't take off, hoop dreams it is. Bow Wow like 5'4".
Bro, he took like Mike way too seriously. That's crazy.
What a good movie.
Yes. He was.
Somebody came in my comments in my live telling me that Ryan Coogler came out and said that Love and Basketball is one of his favorite movies. We all got a trash film in our favorites. Come on now.
He's allowed. He's made some of the best. He's made some really, really good movies. He's allowed.
Yeah, and it's based in California. He biased.
Yes. Extremely. It's a very California. Yeah. Oh, sorry. We went all the way around.
Yeah, I had something I should have said in the last episode.
It's all good. Ladies, what's the thing that you said to destroy that man's confidence? I'm no longer going to be disrespected by someone I lowered my standards for. I'm sorry. I read it and then I heard it and I was like, what? My God.
Ooh, are there a few more of these or?
A few. Oh, it says he messaged me months later telling me he still thinks about this. There's
okay, we should have did it from the beginning.
What?
I was thinking we should have played a game to see like what response. If I were a man and somebody said this
we can
to me,
absolutely do that.
What would my response be?
Okay.
And I would be honest if I would just be hurt. Like I could not come back from that.
We have a few more. Let's see. Okay. He told me that he would leave me if he won the lottery. I told him there's no way we would both get that lucky on the same day.
I don't have anything for that because he didn't win the lottery. So. If he had won the lottery, bitch, who cares? You're poor. Like nothing that you say doesn't matter anymore in relation to me. You are a peasant. But this is a hypothetical, and he has not won the lottery. Like if I said I would leave you if I won the lottery, and she's like, yeah, you couldn't be that lucky. Like, what are odds of lightning striking twice in the same place?
Okay. Nothing to add. I expected so little from you, yet you still managed to disappoint me.
And imagine being in a relationship. Imagine how much I've gotten away with. I haven't had to meet any expectations. I haven't had to do anything, and I've still been here this entire time.
That would
like what made me think about it was the lower the expectations. If somebody ever said, I'm not taking this anymore, I'm no longer going to be disrespected by somebody who I had to lower my expectations for. Keyword here being no longer. I've done what I came here to do. You lowered your expectations. You did not. I was clocking that you were not standing on business. Okay.
Damn.
I knew that. Like, yeah. It doesn't matter how long I won for. I won. Like I was doing it and very much getting away with it.
Uno reverse. That is very like that's very nigga. That's very. It's very
still
Omega
hit.
coded.
That's very still. I still hit. It's very.
Yeah.
I still hit. Though.
I still hit is crazy.
And you really can't. Because of society, you can't do nothing about it because women are not allowed to be.
If a woman said I still hit to me, I would be so stunned. I would be.
She gotta say it first. She has to say it first. If a man said because men don't look at women as humans often, and so they don't expect us to be enjoying sex. They expect sex to be something that's happening to us,
instead
but for them.
Like
if you telling me, but I still hit, okay, and I got a nut too. Like, but it don't. Society doesn't let it work.
Well, that's
the same.
Because often they're not getting.
Well, I'll be speaking for myself.
Well, because
I don't fuck around.
Let me tell you something. I realized that I was always destined to be on the pleasure dom side of things because at 18, I was 18, 19, I was like, I want to see if I can get to a 5-to-1 ratio. Mm-hmm. That should just be the standard. Mm-hmm. And because that was the goal wasn't one, the goal was multiple, it changed my mindset.
Yeah.
It had me in the gym late. I was working on different techniques. You know, I had to get the snatch back right.
I have a gym question.
Ooh, go ahead.
I went back to the gym. Wednesday was my first day working out by myself, and I didn't finish 2 of my sets, but it wasn't because the weight was too heavy. I simply couldn't breathe. I was so out of breath. My heart was beating so fast.
Okay.
I don't do cardio that goes directly against my goals.
Okay.
So I don't know, how do you do? Is it just with time?
Yeah.
Okay. And I know I don't be breathing right.
Yeah, you gotta and focus on your breathing while
I can't focus on my breathing and count at the same time though.
Okay.
I think both of those things happen on the same side of my brain.
I think you should maybe count on the inhale or the exhale, because like the way I do it when I'm exhaling, I should be like moving the weight into contraction. If I'm exhaling, I should be in my eccentric movement.
Yeah, and I've tried that. The only thing is I usually am not. I need to learn to do workouts on the same pace as my breathing, because I usually don't. It's usually I'll do the full exercise, like come and go on the exercise and on the inhale, and then come and go on the exhale as well. Like, because I think I'm a naturally slow breather.
Okay.
Relatively.
Are you doing the reps slowly?
Depending on what I'm doing most of the time.
So I've had to learn to slow down my reps and match it to my breathing, because also that time under tension helps with some of the muscle building.
Okay. Anywho, we can keep going.
Oh, okay. Get some more of these reactions. Okay. Maybe if you responded as fast as you finished, I'd actually care to continue this conversation.
Ooh, that one would depend on how many times they've had sex. Because once again,
I still hit though.
I'm finishing, and you keep letting me do this.
I still hit though.
When I was, I dated a guy in college.
If it was once,
If it was once, I don't have nothing to say back. Like if they the first time that they have sex,
I still hit though. Does that I still hit the hold weight there?
No, I don't think it does, because of what the insult is.
Yeah.
Like if you're insulting anything, like if you're insulting something about him as a person, he could say me as a person. You still let me fuck.
But insulting
I didn't know you was gonna nut in 13 seconds. I didn't know that.
Yeah, you insulting his performance, and it's
right.
Different. Okay.
Yeah, when I was in college, I dated a guy who always came pretty quick, and we had broken up. This is the same guy that I went to Colleen with, and he didn't tell his mama that I was coming. And so when we got there, I told him, I'm not having sex with you, because what the fuck is the point? I don't need something to do for the next 30 seconds or 45 seconds. I don't need nothing to do for the next 90 seconds. 90 seconds is very graceful. Very graceful. I don't need nothing to do. Like it's already late. I'm already in bed. I don't need nothing to do for the next minute.
He's quick with the trigger. What's going on?
He told me when we was in college, well, what's the point? Like, what's the point of like, it feels good to let it out. What's the point of holding it? He said that. And I stopped fucking that nigga. You don't care about
nothing but yourself.
I stopped fucking that nigga. I'm not fucking around.
That is the most selfish. I don't understand that mentality.
Yeah.
Because one of the things I like knowing that I make you feel that I have the ability and the power to that's.
I think that's my submission for the list, is when he tried to have sex with me and I told him, I don't need to be busy for the next minute. I'm fine.
Yeah, that's
like, I'm good. I don't got no time to feel for a minute. Like imagine I was trying to kill some time before I had something to go do. Imagine I got an appointment later in about an hour. Mm-hmm. Me and my man at home. I want to kill some time to where by the time I'm done, I can take a quick shower, put my clothes on, and go. And you give me 37 of your best seconds, and now I still got to fill this hour.
37 of your best is crazy.
And I still got to fill this hour after that. But yeah, I don't remember the exact words, but it was something. I know he looked at me like, I can't believe you said that. But at the same time, he could believe I said that, because I had already told him when we stopped fucking in college, I'm not doing this with you, because what is the point? I'm not getting anything out of it.
Tough.
Yeah.
I wonder what it's like to be on the other side of that conversation. Like to be told.
In college, I don't think he cared.
Yeah.
But when we got a little bit older, it was still college time, but when we were no longer together and it was a little bit older, it seemed to affect him more.
Did you have, I feel like everyone has one of these like things that happened during sex that was like embarrassing or was an L that you took sexually?
I'm sure.
Because I remember, and I think I've told this story about I was afraid of getting the tap. the girl that like I wanted to. I was I think a sophomore, and I think she was a senior. Mm-hmm. And I went to go sleep with her, and I was so nervous because I had heard about the dude that she had messed with before me, and he wasn't stroking correctly, and she hit him with the tap on her shoulder, said like, "Oh, you ready to go home?" She was gonna drive him back to his dorm room, and he was like, "But you didn't finish." And she was like, "And I'm not going to."
And I won't at this rate.
And he was like, "And I didn't." And she's like, "And you're not going to." And then she drove him home. And after I had heard this story, I was a mite bit intimidated, and it did not go well. It was that was
somebody else should have went and had sex with her and purposely did a bad job just so y'all could say it was her. It can't be all three of us.
Somebody
you are the common denominator in all of your issues.
I didn't. So this is the thing, and I didn't like have a bad performance and get the tap. I was just so nervous about getting the tap. Like, yeah, I did other things.
Yeah,
not a good time.
Yeah,
there's nothing. I appreciate you trying to save me from the awkward, but the silence is just there. Yeah. It's just there. Do you have one of those L's?
Okay. One time I was receiving
some
head and I farted. And he did not know. He thought it came from my coochie.
Okay.
Because that is a thing that happens.
Yeah.
And then it was a very uncomfortable conversation because he had to come and tell me that the air from my vagina smelled. And I had to then tell him, I am so sorry. But I absolutely farted. So.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I buried that one deep. Hadn't thought about that for a while.
Oh my God.
I do appreciate him for saying anything because see, I was never gonna say anything.
He's just gonna let it rock.
But I also assumed he thought it was I also assumed he knew it was a fart.
Yeah.
And I just wasn't gonna say anything, and I was just hoping he didn't say anything to just avoid the embarrassment. But the fact that he thought it came from and I do appreciate him being like, maybe you should. Yeah. Because that didn't seem like.
That's not.
And then I had to.
Hey, so.
Well.
What happened was
Chipotle and it's plum season, so
Chipotle and plum season is crazy. Oh my God.
Yeah, I buried that one deep. I forgot about that. But
I feel like everybody's got one L, and like that it either turns you into Michael Jordan, and you learn from it, you move on, you get back in the gym, or
it ruins you.
You internalize that.
Yeah.
Tough. Oh my God.
I'm trying to think. I don't think I have too many.
So this is the thing. I think I've been on the, that moment in Hitch, where Hitch is outside the car and and it's raining.
I don't really remember the movie too much. I've seen it for sure, but.
Okay, so there's a scene. Will Smith is he's been dating this girl and she's like extremely pretty, and he's just so all about her. He's just like simping all over her. She's just like, oh yeah, cool. But I think it's turning her off eventually. And so he goes to find her, and she's in the car of some dude. The windows is fogged up, and he's like, what are you doing? And the dude is like, you're doing it right now, bro. The thing, and this is the thing. I think I was somebody else's "you doing it right now" moment in college. Like, so you know what goes around, you learn.
See where you at?
Yeah, and had I stopped there, I would have never gotten to. I wasn't trying to be. Just he came knock on the door as like we were kind of, and she wouldn't answer the door to be like gracious, to be like, hey. And then he came back again, and then I came to the door. Because it's like, hey, bro. Hey.
Have you ever fucked somebody's bitch? Oh, that's how you want to play, nigga? Bet. Like, have you ever felt disrespected by somebody in your choice of retaliation?
I'm such a bad person if I say yes. Never any of my friends.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah, but because I know niggas is this foul like that.
Oh
but they will.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Yeah,
no, not that.
But yeah, like you. Well, I've never done. Okay, I've had dudes mad at me because they perceive me as a threat to their girl.
I've had that.
And as like we're actually like just cool.
Sorry.
So how you?
I don't feel bad for saying it. Please stop playing with me.
Yeah. No, so the thing is, we were just cool, but if you continue to act like this, I don't like, and because I like where we are is cool. I'm not even on that type of time, but you gonna make her curious because you're so threatened by me. Which is the part of that they don't tell you about. I'm
so surprised that I've never been in a fight.
Yeah.
I once told a girl, your man is too easy.
Oh my God.
For whatever this is. Yeah, your nigga going for shit show. So you might want to stay on my good. And once I take the nigga, you can't get him back.
Bro, I've had girls fight over me when I was in college. I didn't know about it until like years later. Someone was like, and on separate occasions. I was like, wow.
I just thought about a TikTok of this dude named William. He said, these two girls getting into it behind you. They fighting over you on the internet or something.
Yeah.
And somebody else come in and say, this the nigga y'all fighting over? Hold on.
Oh my God. That is a I would never recover. I would feel so ashamed. And if I'm the two girls, I have to look at myself now. No one in this position, no one's winning.
I've seen TikToks or posts of people saying like, my man took my phone, trying to find out if I was cheating, and he just found the way I'll be talking about him in the group chat. Baby girl, you getting treated like this by a nigga who don't have no job, friend. That nigga is poor. That's what you get for going through her fucking phone.
Her friends been telling her to leave you.
To leave your raggedy ass alone.
Oh, so unfortunate.
But yeah, I'm surprised. My mouth is slick. I'm surprised. That's probably one of the worst things I ever said to another girl.
Okay.
That your nigga is way too easy. That nigga going. And the time I was in New Orleans and I told that girl that her boyfriend was our boyfriend for the weekend. She tried to fight me.
I don't usually say stuff like that, but I will be like, you're far too concerned about me. And that's a real thing. Like, she not even really paying attention to me like that, but you're acting threatened by me. So now I'm on her radar. Mm-hmm. And it didn't even have to be that. I was just being cool. But now she thinks you know something. Why are you threatened by him?
When Keisha Cole said I should have cheated, I said, it ain't too late. It's not too late. Yeah. But not like when I was in high school, I changed schools and there was this girl who didn't like me because she thought her boyfriend wanted something to do with me or something like that or whatever. But mind you, Our first 3 classes was the same class. I didn't know where I was at. I'm brand new to this school. He would walk me to class every day, and we did become cool. And she had a problem. You had a problem for no reason. Now you got a reason. Please don't play with me.
I wonder if. So you know how I said like sometimes you're alerting your girl to me by you acting like you're a threat, by acting like I'm a threat to you. I wonder if what it is you picking up on the fact you know it's her type. You know how she acts when she's attracted. She doing stuff that she don't even know she's doing, and you picking up on it, and now you mad at me. But that ain't got nothing to do with me. Mm-hmm. Even still.
Yeah. Could be.
People are so confusing and so interesting.
Mm-hmm. Like, why are you mad at me? Because you perceive your nigga like me.
We need more studies.
What did I do besides be?
I was just chilling.
Who I am.
We still have these questions.
We 40 minutes in. Can we go to the next question? How many do we have? Do we have enough to?
Yeah, we have another 3.
Okay.
So we have, so the questions that we had that I asked questions for was, what's the stupidest thing you got in trouble for in school? What was the first time that turned you on? What do you have an oddly specific demographic that is attracted to you?
That is attracted to you?
Yeah. Which one you want to go for? We're 40 minutes in.
The first one. What's the
stupidest thing you got in trouble for in school?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. What's the stupidest thing you got in trouble for in school? Putting my hair in a ponytail. I don't even understand how that would get you in trouble in school. That teacher just did not like you.
Yeah.
Do you have a stupidest thing you got in trouble for when you were in school?
I have only ever been in trouble once in my entire grade school. I'm talking about from Head Start to high school graduation. I have only ever been in trouble one time.
What did you do?
I was allegedly fucking in the parking lot. That's what they say.
No,
Nobody
right.
caught
You
it.
couldn't graduate. They wouldn't let you go to prom.
They did not let me go to prom, and they almost didn't let me walk. We did get to walk, but we didn't go to prom. And don't you know it was bitches up at that school actually talking about you did this so that he couldn't go to prom. Cause I don't give a fuck about that nigga and his prom. What the fuck? And you know what's so crazy? What's so crazy? What's so crazy is the nigga that I was allegedly in that car with is the same nigga that I was just talking about from when I first started at that school, and he used to walk me to class. Girl, I told you once I take your... And I went to that school in second semester of 10th grade. And this happened right before graduation. And like I said, if I take your nigga, you can't get him back. Now, I'm not saying what we was doing, and as far as you know, we was praying intensely. You don't fucking know. But whatever I take your nigga to go do with him, you can't get him back. It's the same nigga.
God damn. Well, what's the stupidest thing you got in trouble for in school? Kicked the bathroom stall door. Well, that's not... You was destroying property.
Yeah, why would you kick it?
Yeah, I
can't think of any...
I can't think of it a good reason
why you would kick it, or a non-trouble reason why you should kick it. Like
you got mad and you kicked
was somebody stuck in there?
Yeah, did you break it? Because if you broke it, yeah, you should be in trouble for that.
But it was kind of a stupid thing to do if that's what you mean.
Yeah,
like
if that's then absolutely. What's the stupidest thing you got in trouble for in school? In high school, we had a skirt rule, and apparently my blue jean skirt was too long.
Too long?
And I got sent home. Too long?
Too long is crazy. I definitely thought that was going the opposite direction. And I was finna say, like, that is one of the, like, skinny people privilege.
Why was it a jean skirt?
They're coming back. I don't wear them, but they coming back. I don't wear skirts in general, but skinny people privilege, I wore whatever I wanted to school. I didn't get in trouble for it. My shorts were always too short. But I'm so small, it's not... Nobody cared. I got treated like the white kids as far as dress code because I'm built like them. Like you got these thick ass. You can't come up here with no shorts on.
Yeah, you got. They was talking about that with people was in formation, and there's specific like PTs and stuff that people wear. It's like shorty came up there dressing that, shut the whole shit down, sticking in the motherfucker. Like everybody not built for that, Brody. What's the stupidest thing you got in trouble for in school? Telling a female sub for gym that I just got my period and didn't want to run.
I'm assuming it was a lie.
I mean, maybe.
Because why would you be in trouble for that?
Because people, I don't know, maybe they assume that you're lying. Or they just don't like you. I feel like a lot of this is, them teachers did not like y'all. Or you gave them hell from day one.
Yeah.
Because that's the thing. You can't give them hell on day one. You got to love them into a false sense of like, you're a good kid and they like you. So then they give you the benefit of the doubt.
That's what I did. I was always teacher's pet. And they let me do whatever
At least
I
for
want.
the first semester.
They let me do whatever I want.
First month of school, you got to be.
When I was in, when I went to my first high school, I was taking pre-AP classes, and you had to participate in the science fair. I was in either AP or maybe pre-AP biology, and you had to participate in the science fair. Okay. I don't like people telling me what I got to do, so I just didn't do it. So I failed biology, not because I didn't, but it was like 30% of my grade, so I failed biology. So then I didn't retake, and that was in the 9th grade. I didn't retake biology until I was a senior. I did all the other sciences and everything. I didn't retake biology until I was a senior, but I was at a different school then. And so when she looked at my transcript, she was like, why are you retaking this? I told her. She let me take the final exam on the second day of class. I passed it. I never had to do no work in her class.
Fantastic.
I didn't have to do nothing in her class. It was basically, she treated me like her assistant to go run and do errands and stuff like that. I never had to do anything in class because because she was like, you shouldn't have, like, you passed, but that was
one of them school rules that they make y'all do. What's the stupidest thing you got in trouble for in school? I wrote me and my best friend's crew name under the stairs. We almost got expelled. That sounds like they thought y'all was a gang. And so, yeah.
And also graffiti.
Yeah, you're again defacing property. That's not really, if you mean stupidest thing you shouldn't have done.
Yeah, that might be how a lot of people took it. Is like,
because I have
what
one of those.
Stupid thing did I do that got me in trouble?
I jumped off a fire escape. I was fine, but the other dude that jumped off the fire escape, he ain't have the type of knees I had, and his like knee came all the way down to his face, and he like headbutted his kneecap, sprang back up. It was funny as hell.
Yeah, I was about to say that's kind of cartoonish. You're kind of a joke.
For this. So we got in trouble for that, and then they were like, "Yeah, you're on lunchtime detention," and then we didn't go to our next class because we was like, "We're on lunchtime detention, and we don't know that it's over." So we stayed, and because our punishment was we had to like pick up trash. So we picked up trash all through our next class period.
Somebody should have came and got us.
Yeah, nobody came and told me to stop, so I kept going. Good times, good stuff. And also, I realized that was the time that I realized I will laugh if I get in trouble. That was a horrible time to find out.
Yeah,
because it was never like that when I was with my parents. I'm not laughing. This is not funny because you were finna put hands on me. But at school, you not finna touch me, right? Because if you do, my parents are gonna put hands on you, and I've seen the way that they put hands.
Yeah, and they be holding back with me. I hope.
Yeah, so. It's gonna get bad for you. Ain't no way. What's the stupidest reason that you got in trouble in school? Ask my PE teacher why is she wearing rocking chair shoes?
I don't know what rocking chair shoes is, but they don't seem like something you should be wearing as a PE teacher.
Not at all. I don't even know. Yeah, what is rocking chair shoes? I should have asked. What's the stupidest reason you got in trouble for in school? My ex-boyfriend dragged me into the men's bathroom against my will and tried to do something. I'm concerned. Because that don't sound like, why are you in trouble? I want to know what era you went to school in, because it sounds like mine, and I don't like it.
He dragged you into the bathroom.
Yeah. And you got in trouble.
You were a victim.
Yeah. He tried to do something. What's the something? Was he your ex-boyfriend at the time? Were you consent? What is happening?
Yeah.
I have so many more questions.
Well, she specifically said against my will.
Yeah. I'm concerned.
Yeah.
What's the stupidest thing you got in trouble for in school? Skipping when the teacher would let me in the classroom because I was 3 seconds late.
Oh.
The teacher wouldn't let him in the classroom, so they just was like, all right, cool, fine, since you won't be like that.
Like, what you want me to do?
What's something stupid you got in trouble for? Got put in timeout all.
Don't let it win. Fight back.
Sorry, I realized it was. I realized it was a continuation of the other one.
Oh,
and I was like, this doesn't make any sense. Yeah. What's the stupidest thing you got in trouble for in school? My mom didn't pack a lunch for a field trip, and my teacher bitched at me about it like it was my fault. Oh, like it was my fault. I got put in timeout, and all niggas had, and I was 8. I hate teachers. I was like, okay, now this makes sense. I can't bring
my own fucking lunch.
Like I didn't do this to myself, bro, and now I'm just hungry and I'm in trouble.
Right. Like the punishment should be that I don't have lunch.
Yeah. But you mad at me?
Or time out, but go get me one of them motherfucking sandwiches.
Yes, like sack lunch I'm still hungry,
like,
bro.
Right.
What's something stupid you got in trouble for? Skip third period with a chick who ended up becoming my bully. That's unfortunate.
I bullied quite a few niggas when I was in middle school. I'm not gonna hold you.
Really?
Like give me your lunch money type shit. But they thought I was cute. They thought it was a joke, but they were giving me their money every single day, but they thought it was cute. I was really on some gross sister shit. Like, all right, nigga, up at they locker. Like, they at they locker.
Boys?
Yes. Big nigga. Well, I'm, middle school. I'm shorter, smaller than this. You got my money today?
What was you going to do if they didn't give it to you?
I would have hated for them to have to find out. It would have been. It was 2. They thought it was so funny. They thought it was cute. All right, wow. Make sure you have my money.
As long as they got it, who cares?
I ain't even what I need money for.
What's something stupid you got in trouble in school for? I got lunch detention because my friends were singing "Happy Birthday" to me loudly.
And this is why I don't like being serenaded right now. Everybody knows I do not like to be serenaded.
That is fair. What's something you got in trouble for in school? Reading young adult books about dragons and witches in a Christian school.
Oh, okay. That last part makes it, yeah.
What's something stupid you got in trouble for in school? Getting the answer correct at the board after forgetting my homework at home.
Hating ass teachers.
Like, look, I got the answer. You can't be mad about everything. You want me to be dumb?
Like, this proves I did the homework. I just forgot it. Damn, nigga can't leave a folder on the counter. My dog couldn't have ate it for real. Imagine if your dog actually ate your homework. I got to come up with a lie because no one's ever going to believe this truth.
What was your actual like mine?
I didn't have these proper. I always turned in I did my homework at school.
Oh, what was the ones that because mine was it didn't save. I forgot to go save, and then they turned off the computer, and it's lost. It didn't save.
I always did.
Have you ever done that?
I always did my homework.
Tough.
Although there was one time in 4th grade, I didn't do my handwriting homework, so I thought I was smart by going on the computer and printing just A, capital A, lowercase a, capital B. Lowercase b. I just printed it out and tried to send it in for my own writing.
What'd they say?
She told me no. You did not.
She absolutely not.
I'm just imagining the level of now that I have kids. I'm trying to imagine me telling my kid, go in there and write your alphabet. We're doing letters. And they print it out and hand it to me. She had to just be like, oh, SpongeBob.
Absolutely.
Please go sit down.
I need you to leave me alone.
Please. You are not passing this. Please just go. Just please.
Fair. The fact that you printed it out it's so it's so you don't even know that you're being disrespectful because you're just a kid and you think
I'm outsmarting everybody. I I'm getting over on everybody.
Hell, they don't know this loophole.
She's never going to figure this out. She said 6 A's across the top. Another 6. That's exactly what I did. Straight off the printer paper. Nothing changed.
No one's going to know.
Wrote my name. Wrote with a pencil. Wrote my name on the top.
Oh, my God. Like.
4th grade.
You were the.
3rd grade. Because I had Miss Smiley. It was 3rd grade.
Bro, you were the human definition of like, no one's going to know. They're going to know. How would they know?
That was a very, had somebody said this isn't going to work, why it won't? How's she going to know? I absolutely would have said it.
And they'll look at you like, whatever, like, how? Explain it. Yo, kids,
That teacher was the teacher who named me grandma. The same teacher who started calling me grandma in the 3rd grade.
Fair. Oh my God. What a time. What's something stupid you got in trouble for in school? Putting up my dress because them heifers didn't believe I owned a Little Mermaid panties. So pulling up my dress. I did say pulling. Pulling up my dress because them little heifers didn't believe that I owned Little Mermaid panties. What did I say?
You just said putting up instead of pulling up.
Oh.
You said everything else right. Just putting instead of
tough.
Yeah. Cause who? Who don't have them? Yes, I do. Yes, I do.
Yo, little kids, they will go the extra mile to prove.
A lot of them don't ever grow out of that shit.
No, absolutely not. Oh, and that was it for that.
No, I mean, yeah, you deserve to get in trouble, but I do get it. Cause who don't got them? Who don't got little? I got them on right now. As a matter of fact, who don't have Little Mermaid panties? Maybe you bitches are poor, but I have. I'll show you right now. Hikes up the skirt, the dress.
Tough. Well, that was all for those.
Okay.
You want to do another one? Or?
Yeah, let's do one more.
Okay.
What were the options again? I'm
gonna do the shorter of the two.
Okay.
So this one is. What was the first thing or time? What was the first time you got turned on, or first thing that turned you on? First time they realized that they were getting turned on. Fatal Attraction. They were watching Fatal Attraction. I'm guessing, is that the one where she does the scene where she does like this and then crosses her legs again?
Never seen it.
I wonder if they're attracted to crazy now. Someone said, do you remember the first thing that ever turned you on and what it was? Captain Von Trapp stalking towards Maria after they danced together. Is that the Sound of Music? I think that's the Sound of Music. I'm almost certain. Do you remember the first time or thing that turned you on? Fire. Small light burn, but it like lit a fire elsewhere. Okay, a little pyro soul.
Right.
Do you remember the first thing? You've been concerned by all of this.
Or just confused because I didn't know who them people was.
Do you remember the first thing that ever turned you on and what it was? In the locker room my freshman year. That's
okay, yes.
Do you remember the first thing that ever turned you on? Watching the I Get So Lonely video, Janet Jackson.
I mean,
I understand. Do you remember the first thing that ever turned you on and what it was? A hand massage.
Okay.
Interesting. Do you remember the first thing that ever turned you on and what it was? Choking. First time was with a situationship, which is why we lasted so long. And we shouldn't have.
I don't think she understood the question because...
That's the first time? The very first? You got all the way to no one before that had ever done... How old were you?
He should have been turning you on before the choking, even in that session.
How do we get to choking? Like he like you just would not attracted, not attracted, not attracted, not attracted, not attracted, attracted.
Oh my God, fine as hell. Oh, I'm good. Okay, now it's on.
Little strange.
Yeah. I just don't think they understood the question.
That's crazy. Not attracted. Not attracted. That's wild. Do you remember the first time? Do you remember the first thing that turned you on? What was it? High school. High school. Someone pulled my hair from behind and play choked me. Just wow.
This kind of making me feel a little freaked out. Y'all was old as hell. I don't know I don't have an answer to this, but I did know I was masturbating at a very young age. So I don't know. I don't know if that counts because I just knew. I remember masturbating at a very young age, like 5, 6. I remember it because it felt good. I'm not thinking nothing about sex or nothing, but I do remember like.
Just want to do the thing that feels good.
Mm-hmm, this is comfortable. This makes me feel good. So I just want to do this. But I definitely know I was turned on well before high school. I don't remember what the first thing was or who did it, but it was well before high school that I do know.
So this person said, do you remember the first thing that turned you on and what was it? Bruce Leroy from The Last Dragon. Talking about he got the moves.
Yeah, I attempted to watch that movie.
Didn't go.
I didn't finish it.
First thing that ever turned you on, what was it? Kisses on the neck. Why my firstborn is here. Was that the first like the first time you got kissed on the neck you had the baby, or like you realized that and it contributed to like your long history of sexual dalliances? And so sometimes I be having follow-up questions.
And you deserve follow-up answers. You really do.
I don't want to feel entitled though. So
no, because I don't think you understand. I don't think they understood the question. I'm gonna ask it again. When is do you remember
the first time?
The very first time you ever said, oh? What's that? Ooh. What?
Well, hold on. This is different.
I might have to go to the. Huh? When the first time?
Clean myself up.
Yeah, I'm trying to see what's going on. What's happening down there?
Indeed.
It shouldn't have been after your first kid. Is what I'm getting at.
I mean, I thought the orgasm gap was ridiculous, but this is some things are getting.
Yeah, but ain't it, you might not.
I'm assuming that a girl said that. What? I think it was a girl that said that, but it could have been a guy.
Whoever it is, you just don't like people or animals or places or things. If you didn't have nothing's turned you on, you ain't ever been turned. You didn't had a kid and ain't ever been turned on by nothing.
Places and things. Do you have a place or a thing that turns you on?
Not inherently, but there are places that I have memories. So that place itself might.
Yes, indeed.
And then they're maybe not things, but acts.
Okay.
Like, yeah, it's his things, like not necessarily the man himself, but acts that they can do that. Yeah.
Okay. Well, we got through thems, and we got through. Now we have an extra. Thank God, because we need to do this.
So who knows when y'all will see this?
Yeah, no, because this we can put whatever.
Yeah, just whenever if we need. Maybe we should get some. When I come back from my break, I'll ask for some questions so we can maybe
do some more,
like a mailbag.
Yes.
Episode answering people's questions instead of like the break room questions too.
Yeah. Okay. Well, thank y'all for being here another week, liking, sharing, subscribing, leaving comments with timestamps. We've greatly appreciated it. And I have been RJ's Friendly Neighborhood Dom, and this is
Tabitha, I think.
AKA
Big Rocks.
Not the little one.
Never the little one, not even at the end of the show.
And we are your favorite not safe for work coworkers, some of you the best coworkers in the world. Thank y'all for being here, and we'll see y'all back here next week.
Bye.
Peace.